From campfire tales to ancient legends, stories of the supernatural have always fascinated us. They are passed down through generations, whispered in hushed tones around flickering flames. Ghost stories weave through history, each culture whispering of shadows, voices from beyond, and mysterious apparitions. These tales are more than just stories. They are a part of our collective consciousness. They speak of things that go bump in the night, of the paranormal and the unexplained. This dark allure captivates us, drawing us into a world where the line between reality and imagination blurs. It chills us with the possibility of something more, something beyond our understanding. The unknown beckons, inviting us to explore its mysteries. Are these stories just figments of our imagination, or do they hint at a reality we can't explain? The line between myth and truth is often thin and fragile. As a paranormal investigator, I've stepped into countless haunted locations, each with its own eerie energy. The air is thick with anticipation, and every shadow seems to hide a secret. The air crackles with anticipation, a palpable tension hanging heavy in the silence. Every creak of the floorboards, every flicker of light heightens the sense of unease. Every creak of the floorboards, every whisper of wind sends shivers down your spine. The atmosphere is electric, charged with the unknown. You can't shake the feeling that you're not alone, that unseen eyes are watching your every move. The presence of the unknown is both terrifying and thrilling, a reminder of the mysteries that still elude us. Abandoned asylums, once filled with the echoes of troubled souls, now stand silent, corridors filled with shadows. These places, once bustling with activity, now lie in decay, their walls holding the memories of countless lives. The air is thick with the weight of untold stories, and every creak and groan of the old buildings seems to whisper secrets of the past. Eerie forests shrouded in mist and legend whisper secrets through rustling leaves. These ancient woods have seen centuries pass, and their trees have borne witness to events long forgotten by the living. The fog that rolls through the forest seems almost alive, curling around trunks and branches, hiding what lies beyond. Haunted mansions, grand and decaying, hold the memories of lives lived and lost. These once stately homes, now in ruins, are filled with the echoes of laughter and sorrow. The overgrown gardens and broken windows tell a story of neglect and abandonment, yet they also hint at the grandeur that once was. These are the places where the veil between our world and the next seems thinnest. In the twilight hours, when the light fades and shadows grow long, the boundary between the living and the dead becomes almost imperceptible. The mist that hangs in the air seems to be a bridge between two realms. Each location has its own story to tell, its own energy that seeps into your bones. The abandoned rooms, filled with old furniture and forgotten belongings, seem to hold on to the essence of those who once inhabited them. Every object, every piece of furniture, seems to have a story waiting to be uncovered. The air grows heavy with the weight of past tragedies, the residue of emotions clinging to the walls. In these dark hallways and misty forests, you can almost feel the sorrow and pain of those who came before. The atmosphere is thick with a sense of history, of events that have left an indelible mark on these places. You can almost hear the whispers of the dead, feel their presence lurking in the shadows. These shadowy figures, glimpsed out of the corner of your eye, seem to be watching, waiting. The whispers, barely audible, tell tales of love, loss, and longing echoing through the corridors of time. It's in these haunted grounds that the line between the living and the dead blurs. The foggy graveyards and eerie mansions seem to exist in a world of their own, a place where time stands still and the past is ever present. Here the living and the dead coexist, their stories intertwined in a tapestry of mystery and intrigue. I've heard countless stories from fellow investigators, each more chilling than the last. These tales are not just figments of imagination, but are based on real experiences that defy logical explanation. Each investigator brings back a piece of the unknown, a fragment of the eerie and the unexplained. A team exploring an abandoned prison captures a disembodied voice on their EVP recorder pleading for help. The voice was clear, desperate, and sent shivers down their spines. They played it back multiple times, each time more unsettling than the last. A lone investigator in a haunted mansion witnesses a full-bodied apparition materialize before his eyes, only to vanish moments later. The figure was so vivid, so real, that he could describe every detail of its appearance. It was an encounter that left him questioning the boundaries between the living and the dead. These are not just stories, they are glimpses into a realm beyond our comprehension. Each experience is a testament to the mysteries that lie just beyond our perception, waiting to be discovered. One investigator told me about his experience in a haunted cemetery. He had always been skeptical, but that night changed everything for him. As he stood before a tombstone, a cold spot enveloped him, the temperature plummeting despite the warm summer night. It was as if an unseen presence had wrapped itself around him, sending chills down his spine. Suddenly the tombstone began to vibrate, and a deep, guttural growl echoed through the graveyard. The sound was unlike anything he had ever heard, primal and terrifying. He fled, the sound of his own heartbeat pounding in his ears, the memory of that night forever etched in his mind. It was an experience that would haunt him for the rest of his life, a reminder of the unknown forces that lurk in the shadows. The Skeptic's Lens. Debunking the paranormal. Skeptics offer logical explanations for these phenomena. Cold spots are just drafts, they say. EVP recordings are just radio interference or tricks of the mind. Shadow figures are simply tricks of the light. But what about the experiences that defy explanation, the moments that send chills down even the most hardened skeptic's spine? I've seen firsthand the way fear can play tricks on the mind, but I've also witnessed things I can't explain, things that defy logic and reason. The feeling of being watched, of an unseen presence brushing past you, the sudden drop in temperature, the disembodied voices whispering your name. These are not easily dismissed. Echoes of the unexplained. The debate between belief and skepticism rages on, but one thing is certain: the paranormal, the unexplained, continues to fascinate and terrify us. Perhaps it's the thrill of the unknown, the possibility that there's more to this world than meets the eye. Or maybe, just maybe, it's the chilling realization that we are not alone. The stories shared by paranormal investigators serve as a reminder that there are still mysteries in this world that science cannot fully explain. They challenge our perceptions of reality, forcing us to confront the possibility that there are forces at work beyond our understanding. The search continues. As I continue my work as a paranormal investigator, I am driven by a thirst for knowledge, a desire to understand the mysteries that lie beyond the veil. Every investigation, every encounter, brings me one step closer to unraveling the secrets of the paranormal. The search for answers continues, and with it, the spine-chilling thrill of the unknown. The world of the paranormal is vast and enigmatic, filled with both wonder and terror. It is a realm where the impossible becomes possible, where the line between the living and the dead blurs, and where the search for answers leads to more questions than answers.